Also solves your other problem. You'd never have a non-intelligent elf. I mean, I guess if you're comparing it to like gnomes or something, but elves are usually always intelligent because they have such long lives to live. Intelligent and wise. And arrogant. Okay, so the question is, do I want the plate armor to end here? That looks pretty good. Not for my game. My game is a different game. This is for Monsters and Memories, which is not my game. It's a game I am working on, but not my game. If you want, you can check out Monsters and Memories at monstersandmemories.com. See exactly what the hell I'm talking about. If anybody could link monstersandmemories.com. Actually, let's do a little we'll go through it a little bit. Yeah, MMO. Third person MMO. Really classically inspired. You're going to be hanging out in camps. You're going to be doing sandwich combat, meaning that you're probably only going to need one hand while you're eating a sandwich to actually play. But those buttons will be important for you to press, and there will be moments of oh shit. So you do need to be paying attention, unlike something like RuneScape. Because camps will always mess you up. Yeah, the world will feel very dangerous. Here's the races. So, human, wood elf, high elf, deep elf, ogre. These guys are in. Actually, let me start over. Humans are in, wood elves are in. High elf and deep elf are not yet. Ogres are in, deep dwarves are not in. So you can play as these two. Dwarves are in, halflings are in, gnomes are in. Deep gnomes are not in. Goblins are in, Trolls are not in, and Mandrake will never be in. But I like to have them there. Lots of... This is all the concept art that I did. So we got lots of fun stuff. Dragons, mobs like this. Frogs. A goblin watching their goblin kid chase around a rat. So they tied to a sword. Fairy. Some Night Harbor concepts. Class concepts: Monk, Beastmaster, Shaman, Spellblade, Elementalist, Enchanter, Druid, Necromancer, Wizard. Going straight for the throat when it comes to trying to hit these archetypes. I'm not trying... All these concepts, every single concept that I've done for Monsters and Memories has been trying to hit a classically inspired archetype. So we're not trying to like do anything weird like yellow dwarves or something, or like you know, blue people, or you know, just we're trying to hit the tanks, the rangers, you know, the archers. Fighters look like fighters, paladins look like paladins, clerics look like clerics, etc. Oh, the bard thigh boots? Yeah. We have a new harpy design actually that's better than this. Shark people. I really like this design. And I like both of these designs actually, they're sick. Some Telekir concepts. Here's some Bloody Nose Goblins fighting the Ashira. The Ashira and Bloody Nose Goblins are sworn enemies. Orcs. Abominations, Avianks. More Telekir. More Telekir. These were the original guard designs. These are the red mantles. And these were where a lot of the design started, but we're not using any of these, I don't think. Oh, we might use that. That's pretty good. We're using that. That's in game, I think, actually. This is also in game. This is also in game. Wood elves. So this is the Wood Elf area. Wood Elf City. Halfling area. Mountain goblins that aren't getting in game because we already have goblins. Golems. Most fucking golem I've ever seen in my life. The goblin area. It's called the heap. And it's just, you go in there and it's just like moss and treasure. And they built caves out of the treasure. So there's gonna be full rooms of stuff. Weapon designs, blah blah blah. There's a lot of concept art that I've done for this game so far. Like a lot. Here's our hobgoblins. Our spider folk. The spiders in game. This place, we actually have some of this stuff now. This is the dwarven city. Many holes through the mountain to catch sunlight that will land in the mountain, and there's gonna be like the faces of these dwarves like put onto the walls of each shop or home. Gnolls, golems, minotaurs. This is the gnome city. Oh, there will be a huge tavern. Deep gnome, undead halflings, and deep ashiras, and yeah, lots of really fun stuff. Fucking hamlings, sick ass concept. Yeah, lots of stuff. Though I will say, these guys right here, these kobolds, this kobold is the final design. These four didn't make it. This kobold's fucking sick. Anyway, that's enough of me jerking myself off. Sorry.
That's my girl.
Thanks for the follow. I was about to say I want to see more, but then you said you were jerking yourself off, and I thought better of it. Yep. Yep. Show me more. Are you sure? No, I'm really happy with a lot of the designs that we've made for this game so far. Like, we have an amazing team. Just like seriously an amazing team. There are some designs that just wouldn't be nearly as good because like it's not even me, right? It's like a lot of it is my creativity, sure, but we have such a, at least now I feel like we have such a nice like team willing to put in, you know, like feedback, and they have, everybody has like pretty strong opinions, and because of that we're not like ever really, what's the right word of saying it, we're not ever really like what's the right word, settling on an okay design. And it means that like this design used to be this right here. And as much as I like this, I think this is way more elven. The one that we have here. It went from random leaves to let's start to weave these leaves in. It went from random pieces of like, and eventually I went in here and we had like random like vines coming in, and we went, well, let's make it not so random. And so I started to weave them in patterns, like they were growing in an artistic way almost, right? Yeah, and that's just, it's everybody pushing. Pushing for really, really good designs. And now I have to make the under armor here. What is this? Okay, that's that. Thorns, I think, is actually going to be more of a goblin thing. Okay, there's this piece of art that I did for one of the team members. Let's see. Team. Chinny D. Jake. Where the idea of thorns came in for like a druid or whatever, and I was like, this is sick. And they already have, looking at the concept, they already have like thorny skin, so it just makes sense. Lock this though. Do I want this shirt to come up? Because it needs to look good on males and females. I'm trying to figure out where would I want this shirt to really look like. So the way that we've designed armor, by the way, is quite cool. We break it down into two torso pieces. One which is an under torso, and that under torso can go down into the robe, and the over torso also that can go down into the robe. There's a piece of geometry that goes down like this, and we can put anything that we want, and that means we can play with the silhouette however we want. So we can have things that go like that, we can have things that go like that, we can have things that go like all the way around like that, right? And it's asymmetrical, so we're not limited by that factor, which is pretty cool. We'll probably have some unique bags eventually. Which is to say that it's not quite a priority, I don't think. Not right now. Thing is, I think there's a lot of things that I like to say, and I will say, like, not right now, because there's a reality of we can only do so much, right? And we have to choose. We have to really pick our battles, because we are an indie team. I feel like I'm fucking something up here. Yeah, I feel like This should be like that. What's better? Something like this that... Maybe something like that. Yeah, that's good. Should I change that? So, here's a question. What if the neck was like this? That's cool as fuck. Let's do that then. We're doing the covered neck. This is a female, my dude. You see these honkers? Well, they're not really honkers because they're from a Woodelf, but you know what I mean. Yeah. We'll give a quick. So, there's your male, and there's your female. And that's what we're doing over here. No. No, we're only doing one at a time. It's all female. Or all male, depending on the model or whatever. No real rhyme or reason to it. There will be lizardmen? Yes. I don't know what classes lizardmen will be. Here. Here's an updated concept art that is based off the model that Zukin did. I like the female model too. But I think the male model is also like killer. I think that also the model that Zukin did feels really good, and I'm not sure all of it like lands in like my concept or whatever. Because I mostly did that concept for eventually when we do it, it's less of like, hey, follow this, and it's more of a, hey, this is how we show in the same sort of vibe that all the others are, right? Because I just want like parody in the media. That we put out. Oh, that's fucking sick. Oh, that looks really good. I did not expect that. I was like, maybe? But the color needs to be right. So I'm gonna try and bring back this color. We'll refine things like you know, I'd imagine that we'll go, oh, that's too thick, that's too thin, or whatever once it gets onto the model, or once we're getting it low poly. I mean, that being said, if you think that the neck is too thick, it might be something that ends up something like where you end up calling them a bunch of thick necks in game. As a derogatory insult. TWG mod, Twig mod. Thanks, yeah. Well, not even thanks. Most of it's all Zukin, so. I had some other ideas of Lizardman, but eventually I caved and I was like no, this is cool. Like I eventually because I was like going for sort of the the concepts that I had, mind you, they're not all dead concepts. They just might never be playable race lizardmen. That's the sort of difference. So they were more monstrous before. A little bit of both. I'm imagining that there will be both in game. There will be things like copper, steel, or copper, iron, steel versions of this, but then there will also be sort of like a cool hardened magical tree, like an iron bark or something, or ironwood, or like something crazy, diamond wood, diamond bark. I think this might be too much. I'm not sure I'm into this right now. Yeah, that's what we need to do. I might have to... Yeah, something like that. And then do something like that. I'll go in with the black here, and let's define some of these winding. That feels pretty good. Goblin Heap is going to be pretty shiny. I'm pretty happy with the concept so far. Probably going to use a lot of assets of like other game treasure and stuff. Okay, so this is pretty cool, but oops. This is the, gotta remember, this is the undershirt. I think you're right that that it will need to be brightened, like these pauldrons or whatever, but they're not really pauldrons, they're more like sleeves. Leaf sleeves. Want to be super fucking defensive over my own shit. Sorry. No, I think there's some correctness to this. So I want mid-tones. I want to dodge them. And we'll get something like that, which looks dope. It's also good to remember that any single piece can only be a combination of three colors. So, for example, this shirt, because it is one piece of armor, right, can only be 3 colors. So that means I'll probably have this as a color, I'll probably have this as a color, and I'll probably have this utilizing this, and I'll probably have this utilizing this, and this might be here, and then there might be like a use for like an accent even beyond that. Right now I only have about 3, you know, or 2 really dictating here. But even these like little strings, like they might be something like gold or whatever. They might be something special. I haven't decided yet. You know, but when I say gold, I mean they're just a different color, so they could be lerped anything. Not that they have to be gold, but they could be a different color. They could be like a red or, you know. Why only 3? Because we have the red channel, blue channel, green channel. And that's how we use those colors as masks. And then of course we have the alpha, so it doesn't do this, right? Doesn't go over into certain spots. Yep, exactly. So with plate, you're most likely not going to see that. However, you do see it. Because if, for example, right, you're wearing this chest piece. 1 second, let me get this. Say you're wearing this chest piece, right? Let's move that over here. That's what would show underneath, right? You'd get all of this, right? You'd get all of that showing underneath. And you'd get all of this showing underneath. Now, your shirt is actually a different, it's a different slot, and it's no stats. And what that means is that when it comes to being able to actually choose your own style or whatever, it always goes underneath whatever gear that you have. Meaning that you can actually make a style decision free from a meta decision. And what that should do is allow for, and because it's underneath, it's not like it's interrupting or getting in the way of any of your other gear. Will there be a faction modifier? Maybe. Probably. There might be faction... actually, I don't know. No comment on that. I have no idea. Our faction stuff hasn't... I think we're going into that stuff here soon, but that's in the next few months. So we'll see how deep our faction stuff get and what we can do with pieces of gear, or if we even want to put it... Because right now, I don't think the idea is that we... I don't think our idea for shirts is that we want faction to be tied in with it. Any sort of gameplay decision, we don't want to be tied in with it. And that's just so that people have the freedom to make whatever decisions that they want about that. About the way that they look underneath all the stat stuff. Mind you, you still have to get the stuff, right? And I don't think we'll have it be part of like a set bonus either. Or else it defeats the purpose of us even doing that. Yeah, that might be something like... Eventually, and I'm not saying that this is the case, but eventually, like, I would like to see... and this is only as the concept artist, so I'm not speaking for anybody else on the team, because we've talked about it, and there was I don't know about that, because it's extra stuff that I don't know that we'll get to, but something that I was thinking about was if we could get custom spells for certain factions, right? So like if you align yourself with a certain religion or faction or something like that, getting custom spells for your class could be very cool. And what that could mean is that if you see someone in like these like red mantle colors or something like that because they faction align themselves with the red mantles, maybe there's like an ability that sort of goes with that, and there's a social consequence where they go, not consequence but like boon, you know, or consequence because it goes both ways, where they go, oh shit, that guy's wearing the red mantle stuff, you know, but at the same time, I don't know. It would just be more like a visual indicator of what your class could do if you have like a certain faction alignment. But again, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do that or not, because it seemed like it's bottom of the decision sort of thing. And I'm not making any promises. It was just an idea. Yeah, it might be just... I don't know how crazy the custom spells would be. Probably not too game breaking or whatever. But the definite like downside to that is now it's not just about your religion, it's about, well, my religion gives me this, and now I'm only accepting rel clerics or something like that, you know. But I don't know if that would happen, but it becomes a whole other problem that I imagine that we just don't want to deal with at this time. It would be interesting, but I don't know. Again, I really don't know. I don't like this shoulder. Yeah, it could also just change your spells cosmetically. That would be cool. I would like that a lot. Yeah, open shoulder is nice. I like this much more as a vest. I like this much more as a vest, actually. Whatever the heck. Then, where's that? Or whatever. Whatever that is, you know, doesn't... Also, Jesus Christ. What a chonker ass hand. Let's move that there. Let's move that there. Let's move that there. Maybe that. Okay, we're gonna grab these legs. And we're gonna throw these legs over here. I am actually kind of questioning those legs, these leg decisions. Sometimes we can use these as a base, like last time. I was able to copy some of the work that I did and just kind of paste it in. And it worked a little bit, but not too much. Alright. Question is, do I like this extra shape going on, or do I just want it to fall all the way down? If I have it fall all the way down, we can always make a one where it cuts up the leaves on the way up for a little bit of variation. So let's just do that. So this would be like the shirt. Legs. We go like that. I don't think we need that anymore. Got replaced with this. Then we get this. Then we get this. And then we get this. I'll probably throw these right here. Maybe the legs there. I want to organize this. Maybe this here. Because thing is with these legs, wouldn't the one you just removed be a start? No. I'll do that that stuff later. We already have a sort of like basic noob tier. And they're more like generic. And then we'll throw in some of these cultural armors per zone. So depending on what zone you're going to be in and doing and stuff like that. Yeah. And then we can always do things like using masks or whatever to cut off certain aspects of a piece and have less on it or whatever. Essentially, we only want 1 plus easy variants per set, and we don't want to do multiple items per set, possibly. Like here, an example here, right? So this is only Woodelf plate, but if you look at Woodelf chain, right, you start to see, oh, okay, they have a shirt, they have whatever, and so we're gonna have lots of different shirts for people to. And if you look at something like the Woodelf leather, you get something like this. And cloth, you get something like this. And so we're covering a bunch of different stuff essentially. And by the end, we'll be able to cover a ton of stuff that, you know, per race, because essentially every race and culture will get this. We'll get this treatment. Cloth, leather, chain, plate, cloth, leather, chain, plate. And so that's 4 shirt designs that anybody can wear regardless. Cloth, leather, chain, plate, cloth, leather, chain, plate, sort of thing. Unless a shirt really looks like chain or something, or it looks like yeah, then we'll put a little chain thing on it, so only people that can wear chain can wear that thing. Okay.
That's my girl.
All are fire concepts. Hard to pick favorite from the 4 types. Leaning towards that leather, though, I think. How far along is the MMO? We're hitting alpha. Or was it? No, not alpha. Early access. Next year. Sorry, no, not next year. In about 12 months. 12 months and a bit. 2026. The game will be out. People can play it, pay for it, run around, all that stuff. Thanks, Pajami. Okay, so here's my current problem. Because I have boots that come up to here, right? But I also need to make sure that... this is interesting. Sort of like a 2 boots in 1 sort of thing. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm thinking about right now. So our boots work like this. Any boot will include, if it does have, will include the shin armor. Legs will not include knee and shin armor, no matter what. Because the boots are the ones that take that slot. Otherwise, you'd get pants that have knee and shin armor, and then you'd have boots that go up and hit the knee and shin. Doesn't make any sense. Right? And aligning the knee armor with like any given boot, because the boot goes on top of the plate in terms of layers, we're laying like a 2D texture on top of another texture. It just makes sense to incorporate the knee armor into the boot, which means that this piece, right, this is where the boots will be. There's no question about that. But what I am confused about in my mind is that these boots, including the shin armor, visually are cutting in here, which means like this could also be a boot, I guess. Which is actually pretty cool. And I like that. So what I'm gonna do is go copy, paste. All we'd have to do is cut out that and we have another variant. But we might not do that. Excuse me? There we go. What if you take that cuddle lower boot and add some leaves under the bark part to up the kneecap for a variant? Yeah, I think I was thinking about having something like here. Like some leaves that break this up. Something like that. Or whatever. That could also really work. It becomes almost a problem, by the way, of too much content. Which is funny to have that problem as an indie MMO. Like eventually it will all be in and we don't have to worry about it, right? We'll be like, okay, that's content, it's finished, we don't have to touch it again. And so we don't have to think about it again when we're implementing other stuff. But in terms of like, oh, this thing has 5 variants, okay, well now we need to make sure that those 5 variants have stuff that are entered into the system and into the game so that players can actually get the thing, you know, entered into itemization. Don't forget about this, don't forget about that. It's like just entering stuff into the fucking game is like, it's a full thing. It truly is a full like job. And so what we're doing is we're sort of keeping it one set, ideally one texture, and then easy variants off of it. Not saying no to something like that, right? Because that's silly. We don't want to say no to good free stuff, but we at some point we do have to like choose. Do we go, oh, we're gonna get more content this way? Or are we gonna release? You know? And it might be easier to get content later in, you know, or later or whatever in because of the way that we've set it up, which is ideal. Right, but just something to sort of think about. Yep, that's true. It's so wild. Like, I feel like I'm living in a dream, being able to do this stuff and have this impact. Like if I gave up, would have been stocking shelves. Boy, did I put a lot of time in stocking shelves. Holy moly. Yeah, no, Ergtrude, it's already solved. That exact problem? Oh, fuck, okay, that's cool. I don't know if we're gonna do that. But because we have different biomes, and what I would imagine is that each biome will have like their own thing, but that is a fucking cool idea. That would be custom work. Okay, so for those that don't or that aren't reading or on YouTube, the Twitch folks, someone on YouTube said one of the toughest decisions when painting Woodelf Warhammer miniatures is picking the seasonal theme for your leaves/cloaks. If down the line you guys could solve this choice dilemma and create a Woodelf armor set that rotates hues with the seasons in game, that would be so awesome. Love your work. Okay, that's fucking cool. But also, changing lerps based off of seasons? I don't think we even have seasons. I think we have biomes that exist. It's brilliant, yeah, but I don't... Okay, it's brilliant in thought. I'm just like thinking of all the technical stuff that would need to be shifted around or happen, you know, like for that to be a thing. And I'm like, oh no. Thing is, we can make autumn armor and we can make winter armor and we can do all that and have them have like cold resistances or whatever. We can do all that. But it might be armor you have to grind for specifically. And so your decision is not to paint them, it's which one to get. I think we do have a calendar in-game, an in-game calendar. I think that's true. But I don't know if we'd be able to change lerps depending on that thing. And plus then, as cool as it is, like, if I want to put on cold resistance gear and it's not winter, but I'm in like a zone, like, does that override? Does it just become the thing? In that case, is that piece fucking uber powerful? I don't know. I'm not a game designer. Well, I am a game designer, but I'm not the game designer for here. I have my own game that is not this, and it's much less complicated than this game. It's the plate equivalent, yeah. That's why it's got this little shiny bits to it here. So this is our plate equivalent. So I don't know, that's fucking cool, but like I just feel like we have enough to worry about. That's all. I'll mention it to the team, and someone can tell me how much, like, because it might be that I don't know the conditions or whatever, or maybe we could put it in a quest line or something that, like, or a quest where you hand in something and then you turn it in and you say what season is it, and then like they give you the new season, or they, like, you know, treat your armor towards the season or something, and then they give you back the new season's armor. Like, that might be another way of doing it. But then I have a feeling that whatever that is legendary armor. It's legendary as fuck armor, you know? Yeah, it does. It does feel more like a druid ranger epic. I think we could do that with quests, actually. I'm almost positive we could do that with quests. Making it quest driven. Yeah. 100% we could. Whether we'll do it or not, I don't know. But we could. There may be. I'd imagine that we'll eventually want to do like profession hats or whatever. Getting some extra of this content in will be good first, though, because if we're doing fishing hats, then we're probably gonna do, like, we'll probably do like a straw hat or whatever. Maybe we'll do like a rice hat. Maybe we'll do like a, you know, like, we'll do a bunch of different cool hats. I'm trying to think of like maybe we'll do like a mining hat or something, but maybe not the mining hat that you're thinking of, but, or like a gatherer's hat. This is nice. This is actually kind of nice. I like this. I was worried that this was going to look super dumb, but I don't think it does. I think I'm gonna lower this though, so they're not capris. By the way, just saying. There's a coffee stream bot thing that always pops up. Coffee, the Goblin Works, Twitch, whatever. That's fine. If you want to donate, that's cool. But if you want something back for the money that, you know, that ends up in my hands, you can always commission me. I am currently looking and open for commissions. I charge a decent amount, yeah. So you can always reach out to me and see what fits your budget, but I usually like to work with people's budgets. It's always been a thing of mine that no matter, you know, how much or whatever, you know, I'll try and work with that to make sure that I can get you something really cool. It might not be a full painting, right? It might not be a full body painting, but there's things that you can go, oh, well, maybe I don't want to do a painting and I'll do like a really refined sketch and that'll cost me less or whatever. I always do that sort of stuff. Or maybe if it's a painting but we don't do the background and I get a cool character out of it. Or maybe we go and we do something like a avatar for my Discord or something, profile picture, you know, things like that. But yeah, life has gotten pretty difficult in terms of making a living with this stuff because holy moly has like grocery costs just like skyrocketed in the last like 2-3 years. Fucking skyrocketed. It's like twice as expensive for cheese. Do I have places that are posted the rates? I would say just DM me on that. I don't have I used to have that stuff, but I don't have anything up to date. And I always have to keep making, and I always keep changing how I do things a little bit to react and to what I want to do and to what's best for people, so. Fucking, dude, it's like 35 Canadian or 30 Canadian for fucking cheese. Are you fucking kidding me? I go to the grocery store and it's like, and I don't buy like extravagant things, but it's like I go to the grocery store and it's like fucking like it's like $30-$40 out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? What just happened? What did I buy? It was $20 for 5 cans of soup. canned soup. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Hello? Anyway. That's messed up. Start with this, and we'll go a little bit of highlight. Gotta run, keep up the good work. Alright, see you Unchained. Thanks for dropping by. Like this. Okay. This needs to not be this way. It needs to be a nice thick root. Wraps around each other. And so we'll go like this, and then this comes in. Oops. And that'll wrap around like so. That's good. And then this comes in, wraps around like that. There we go. I just wanted to bring this in to so it's not all just nothing, right? I wanted a little bit of roots coming in, wrapping around. I think I could actually do a little bit more. Instead of that, actually, I think I'm just going to join it. Yeah, that looks much better. Instead of the intertwining, just having it become one, looks much better. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll have to do the same thing for the back. So it's pretty much the same. Up there. Yeah, then I'll draw the difference. And then this comes down instead. So you have things wrapping around, down. And coming back up. That should be good actually, as is. But let's have this will sort of reach around the back of the leg like that. Oh, actually, hold on. No, that would be cool if it does both. Saving my work, thank you. Fuck, dude, I was gonna play WoW, instead I fucking just started to do this. Ultimately good. I don't know, I can't fucking... Right now I'm just not in like a I want to game sort of mood, I guess. Okay, hold on. So if that comes into the center, that comes into the center, that's correct. Right? No. So that goes there, that goes there. This goes down and wraps around the front, like so. Then, as this wraps around, it goes and it sort of does the same thing, front and back. This one comes down into the inner thigh, and that wraps around the back, inner thigh, like, or inner calf, I mean, like this. So it can wrap around the front. Okay. Maybe that should happen. Because that wraps around the front. And then, but what happens here? God's work in making a world from scratch. How am I doing? I think maybe if I felt better about what's happening here. Why is that a thing? Okay. So if we do something like that, fuck man, so torn on this. It's kind of cool. But also, where the fuck does this come in then? Or that comes down into hitting. No, that comes down from here into there. So it'd be like this. No. It'd be this. Am I fucking going crazy? Front, inside, inside. No, it is this way. Then we go here, there, which means we need to get rid of this. That's the ticket. Simplify. Sorry, it's fucking... I just got so confused. And nothing was looking good. And I was like... What the fuck is happening? So now... That goes down. Wraps around. And when it wraps around, it does like a cool hook. You'd never see that here. Maybe you see something like this. And then what? Okay, let me draw a little like red thing. So this comes down, which means that really what happens on this side is it wraps around, comes down like that, and then it comes down like that, and around, and around. Okay, that's solved. Then this comes around, that comes around to the outside, comes down like that, comes down like that, on the back. This comes down on the back. So that is so I'm drawing the front here, I'm drawing the back here. Okay, yeah, there we go. So the back has this little thing that kind of goes like this, but it also comes down like that. So I could have a piece wrap around here or here on the front is what I'm seeing. So I could have a piece come like that, which makes this sort of redundant, or come like that. But it comes all the way down. So it's like what? I could connect the two, I guess, like that. And it can, oh, that's kind of cool. I think I'll do that. So this piece here and this piece here will connect. Good. Yes, I'm happy with this. Fucking Christ. That took forever. Can't wait to have to paint this onto the armor. Well, whoever is painting this onto the armor. But that looks really good. And nobody's gonna see that unless you have boots that come up to here. So that I'm happy with this. This is good. Holy shit. Alright. Save. Good pants. Good boots. I need to do the back. Um, Yo, Havidfair,
Have barely
Hvidfair.
begun their raid upon us. Prepare chat for the incoming horde of all 9 of them.
What's up? What are you up to? What did you just do? What did you just stream? How was the stream? Fucking holy shit, 5 a.m. Jesus. Okay, I'll move this over. I'll probably cut this here. Looks great. What are they for? They're for a game called Monsters and Memories. It is an indie MMO that is a year out from early access. You can go there, check it out, go over down to updates and see what we've been working on recently. Go over to
That's my
team to
girl.
check out the team, go over to media, check out the concept art and illustrations. I did all the artwork on all that stuff. Lots of cool shit that's happening. We just had a stress test yesterday, and it worked. It went fucking really good. 400 people in a zone with next to no lag. It was crazy. I was pretty impressed. Yeah, these are the Woodelf concepts. Woodelf plate specifically, not just Woodelf plate. So I'll move that over there, and essentially we're just gonna get this section, the back. I'm gonna take away all those little holes, I think. And I'm gonna try and add some of these. See how the vines like have like some nice curves to them? Instead of like being super random and spindly, they're gonna have some nice elvish, smooth sort of stuff to them. Elegant design patterns. Okay, cool. Well, we're really getting there. I'll just need to do the back of this. Copy, paste. And here's the shoulder. Back the legs, front of the legs. We'll probably redo this so it comes down like that. So I don't think I actually need this. Oh, I might actually need this. This might be worthwhile to have. The back of the boots. And you guys want to take a look at some of the elven armor, or just sorry, the armor concepts that we have so far, because there's a lot. We'll have cloth, leather, chain, plate for every, ideally faction, but at least every race, plus some generic stuff. Just to cover our low-level bases, you know. I'm gonna move that there. Maybe I'll move them there and this here. Yeah. Yeah, so we got lots of space on these guys. I'll probably move that over to there. I'm sure that the God of War, you know, Assassin's Creed type guys, like I'm sure that they have passion, don't get me wrong, but it's a different, I feel like it's a different type of design, in my opinion. Design sort of driven by a little bit more of a, what's it called? By committee, by thumbnail. I mean, I'm saving this. So here's our simple classic armor. Plate 1. Oh, I haven't done plate. Not much plate. So there's that. Let's just take a look at the Woodelf chainmail. So what we were looking at was the Woodelf plate. Here, 1 second. Oh, that's the other chainmail. My bad. Woodelf plate. So this is the Woodelf plate, which is kind of like, sort of like an iron bark sort of vibe to it. We're gonna have this work with iron, bronze, steel, you know, adamantium or whatever. Like all, it'll go up. But there will be some other stuff like here. I'm gonna show. I think it's unused. Let me move this person. So you see how this one's like more dull, right? Well, we're going to do this as well. This one was kind of cool, but didn't fit. I mean, we'll see if it fits. It's kind of cool, don't get me wrong, but we'll see. Because we're going to try this one first, and if it doesn't work, then we'll go back to this. Or something like it. That one feels more half-elf to me. Yes, if you take a look here. Oh, Jesus. We got this. So we have this mask. Which I really like. I think it looks pretty dope. So then, we have chainmail. What's it called? Yeah, we have chainmail Woodelf. And then we have leather. Woodelf. Which is done, actually. The art for this is pretty much done. We just need to throw it in engine. Check it out. Oh, I don't think I did the belt though. So I'll do the belt. And then we have the cloth. And as you can see, so we have a shirt, and then we have the torso piece, which is the statted piece that goes over top, like that. And so when you wear a piece of armor, chances are you'll also be able to see something underneath it. And so, for example, this goes over like that. And so you'll have this armor that goes, all the way underneath, and you'll be able to see the cloak. And that's not a statted piece. And because it's not a statted piece, you'll be able to mix this with any other shirt, right? Like I could take this technically, right? Just for I could take this and wear it over this. And look how fucking cool that looks. Right? So that's the sort of system that we have built. It's not that this goes with this, goes with this, goes with this, but it's this goes on top of any of these fucking shirts that we have that look fucking cool and have their own silhouettes and all that stuff. All that stuff. So anyway, back to plate. I need to do this, I need to do the back, and then I need to do the back showcase of this, which might just be a pretty simple. I might have it wrap around, and so this is sort of inverted, and then it will do this instead, and feed into this instead of going up. That could be cool. We'll see. I am fucking done right now. I think I might need to take a small break, but at the same time, part of me wants to like draw one more thing before I go. Yeah, I might mirror the torso and do the back, but I'm gonna do that later. Where the hell is it? Dragon. Hello? Oh, I just didn't fucking see it because I'm dumb. I'm gonna paint into this guy a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Or actually, I might go play some fucking video games. I'll catch you later. Schmonite, sorry I didn't catch you. What's up? Didn't say hi. Like a jerk. If I ever don't say hi, it's just 'cause it's not a slight against you. Unless you're Senior Angus. Then it's a slight against Senior Angus. Or Lich, actually. And it's a slight against Lich. Ginny, what's up, my man? How was the test for you, Chin? Did I just call you Chin? I called you Chin for short. Oh no, that's fucked. Jonathan Taylor, thank you. I'm glad. I hope that we'll get a lot of the stuff that I do into game. Do you play? Yeah, of course. I do the art for Monsters and Movies, but I also play the game. I quite enjoy the game. It's probably... After playing it, it's actually hard to go back to play other MMOs that are requiring use of you so much more thought and shit like that. Played a shaman, everything felt buttery smooth. Nice. Here's a question. Does will Spellblade get mana absorption like Wizard does on melee? No, it regens your own mana. Sorry, mana regen. Right? It really does seem like their thing. I don't know. I haven't played it. But yeah, this guy's a pretty fucking big dog. Well, he's a gnoll, but yes. And here's the painting thus far. Can you imagine if we made him red? Here's a question. Am I making it worse by adding these details? Like, is the mystique a little ruined? Let's see. This is what it was before. What don't I like about this?
That's my girl.
Some detail that I like. That's what I'll do for this one. Whatever detail that I put in, I'll just make sure to half its opacity. So it retains. Some of that. Dark allure to him. Maybe I could be a little bit more loose and when rendering this guy. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. Okay, yeah. Jonathan Taylor says, no, it wasn't worse. have fun with it. Yeah, I think so. I just want to make sure I'm not losing. Some of this that makes it really cool. I really like this. Probably be more pronounced. That's actually pretty good. This is a tough one to keep feeling really good. It's like the more that I work into it, the more that I'm like, oh no, am I ruining it? Like I already felt like just now, like this is better. I'm like, what am I doing? It's fucking it up.
That's my girl.
Okay, I'm gonna chill it out at like 24%. There's a little bit of activity there. Itchy art. Thanks for the follow, if that was you. I sometimes, most of the time, I put my thing like too fast so I can't see who it is. So may not have been you. It was I. Okay. Cool. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Itchy art. You do art, I imagine? You have art in your name. Farming's an art. Right, that feels good. That last little bit that I just did. That little highlight. That's good. More of that. Hello, thanks for streaming this work. May I ask, how do you financially support yourself? Is the work for Eminem done for free? Yes. Commissions. Commissions. I do a decent amount of commissions. I have a lot of long-term projects that I work on that keep sort of coming back. So I'm able to sort of do it that way. Speaking of which, I do have some open commissions. Yeah, with stuff like this. Here's the way that you do that. When you do any commission for anyone, put all the effort that you possibly can into it. Do not shortchange yourself. Do not, if it's like, you promised an 8-hour painting and like it hits 8 hours or whatever and it's still not done, don't just send them that. Put in that extra work, make it fucking amazing, never charge by the hour, charge for the finished product. So then they know what they're paying for, and you know what you're going to put in. And you always say, I'm going to make this the best thing that I can, so that they're happy and they'll come back and they'll tell their friends that you're an amazing artist to work with. And so it works with a little bit of word of mouth like that. It helps to attach yourself to a larger project like Eminem, so more people see my work, more people appreciate my work, and are fans of the game, therefore might be a fan of my work and ask me to get a lot of commissions. Things like that. Yeah. That's how I do it, because I have found a great success in that. And eventually you'll get a following, and you can raise your prices or start a new type of commission that might take a little bit less time. But once you're so busy that you can't handle commissions anymore, you up your prices, so then it will make your time more valuable, so that people will go, oh, I can't afford him, but some people still can because you have enough influx. So you go, okay, here's my prices, I'm going to raise them, and then some people will afford them, and then your time becomes more valuable. Things like that. But it's only once you have the clientele, and you'll reach a limit of like who's reaching out for your work or whatever. You always reach a limit. Where things slow down or whatever. Yes. Yeah. Well, it's less of a complaint and it's more of a I understand. But I just can't work with you anymore. Alright, that tends to be it. I've only ever had one person say, no, I can't work with you, or be pissed off that I raised my prices. And I've never worked with them since. And that's okay, because I raised my prices and I was actually getting paid a little bit more fairly, because back then I was not getting paid fairly. Well, I was getting paid fairly for my work, for the quality of work, I would say. It was just okay quality of work. So, but I did up my prices. That was years ago. But because I always offer a multiple, I always offer multiple ways that someone can commission me. So that means, what that means in practice is that, say you only have $100 or $200, right, to commission me with. I have a technique or a style that I personally do that can match that. And so that means that, like, if you want a really high, or like a full painting, right, I might go, okay, so my full paintings are at this price, but what you can do is you can get this other thing, which is this drawn style, which is not a painting, but it will get your character drawn in a really high resolution detail, in line work, and if you want, we can color it, but the price is substantially lower. And because the price is substantially lower, that's something that you can actually afford. And I usually do that a lot, in terms of, like pricing my stuff. I'd rather be doing the work, than not doing the work. But that's just me at this time. Eventually it might be the case where I'm not doing the work, or it's just not worth my time to. Like right now, anything below 100 is mostly just sketches. Like really, really loose sketches. For me, at this time, I'll say, oh, here's the prices. That won't work for me. That will work for me. That sort of thing. And a PC game. Oh, I see. Yeah. Nice. A Realm Walker. Alpha Noob. Hello. Question. How long do you draw a day for? And what kind of setup do you have? As in, do you sit in an office chair or a couch? When I draw, my back gets sore after 5 to 6 hours. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's about right. Okay. So, let me draw this out. Okay, this looks fucking sick. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna see if I can get some contrast in here. Just a bit. Okay, hold on. Let me draw something out for you. So, this is my desk. I used to have a Cintiq 22 HD, but I don't anymore. So I used to have this thing that was like a stand like this, and I had this little thing so I could make it go like from this to like this, but I always had it up here like that, and it's a drawing tablet. So I used to do that, but now I just have one. Alright, and I used to be able to like swivel it so it could go like this. Don't have that anymore. Now I have a Huion, and that Huion only has this, no swivel. But I draw like this. So here's I think my head's a little bigger. Yeah. So I have an arm that comes down like this, and that's on my keyboard. And I keep my back here straight like this, and I do this. And it's just a normal thing here. Here's my chair. Chair's taller, whatever. Desk is, you get it. You get the idea. But my neck, my back is always like this. Always quite, oh, there we go. That feels about right. Maybe, let's draw it. Do that, yeah. And so, keyboard is here. Da-da-da. There we go. This Huion was fucking like $500 or something like that, and it's a 2K resolution screen, which is insane. It's just, I have just a normal officer. I need to replace it. There's a really comfy chair that I got. It has one of those mesh like backs, and it has these things.
That's my
But I
girl.
don't ever do that like normally. And sometimes your fucking back starts to hunch. Anyway, so that's the posture. How long do I work? It depends. If I'm designing, I can paint probably around 2 to 3 hours. Then I need a break, a long break, like 3 hours or something, or 4 or 5, and then I can go for another 3 hours ish. But if I'm rendering like I'm doing here, where it's less of like a I'm figuring out the composition. I'm not problem solving nearly as much. I'm going, okay, I'm applying light to this. Then I can paint for longer. Though it can get boring, but recently that's changed because the way that I'm looking at paintings now, which is trying to get every piece have its own novelty to it, not just applying what my knowledge is and like onto it. You know, like, hey, I'm doing lighting, or I'm doing a lighting rendered thing, and then I just like do the same technique for lighting rendered on every single thing. I don't do that anymore. Instead, I'm trying to find unique, novel ways to render things, and that's fine. And it's a little bit more intensive, but it comes out with a better process, or a better painting at the end, and it's nice. And I can go for a little bit longer if that's the case. But I would say 2 hours is like I can get fucking done in 2 hours. Like I'm just dead tired. But if I know that I want to work all night or I want to work a lot, what I'll do is I'll go grab some fucking food. Or I'll be painting, you know, for an hour or two. I'm getting down on my energy level. Food will literally refill my energy gauge, and I can keep going. Sometimes for like 6 hours more. It's crazy. But I would say, if you can, if you're looking to improve instead of just find a work-life balance, do an hour or two, take a break, come back to it. Because you're gonna notice so many fucking mistakes and just go, what was I thinking with that? And just change it. And, you know, for the better. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. So that's auto contrast. That's Photoshop saying, hey, this is how contrasty your piece should be. Here's what auto color does. See, this guy gets more clear and less atmospheric, and I don't like that. This stuff is kind of nice. So what I'd probably do is just erase, erase, erase. Whoa. That's intense. I do not like that. That's nice. Maybe a little less intense. Oh, the big Noel hat doesn't have Fu Manchu. He's got some in his mouth, though. I don't know what. Slaughter, probably. I was contemplating giving him little freckles. Like that. And then we do little under highlight and all of them. Just like that. And then just to bring them down like that. So the detail is technically there. You don't notice it very much though. Looks pretty good. I'm merging that down. You can't even fucking see it from this distance. Oh, you sort of can. Alright, yeah, I'll soften that up. Merge it down. I love these. this deep gnome enchanter. I'm so happy with this deep gnome enchanter. Cool, I actually draw with the mouse and keyboard myself most of the time, and I think I'm quite good at it. I've been doing it for a little over 2 years now. Yeah, I was just drawing with the mouse right now, actually. That's no shit, no joke. Sometimes I get lazy and I'll just draw with the mouse. Oh yeah. First, check it out. Here's the Woodelf. I still have the back versions of this and this to do, but this fucking Woodelf armor is insane. I love it. Oh, I'll need to add that section over here. Glows on the eyes or something? Yeah. Thank you, Alpha Noob. I think I'm actually gonna fucking head out though. I think I might have to raid someone. Oh, dude. It is very late. It is. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Oh, a missive's coming from the armor dams?
That's my girl.
I don't know how we would even do that. A gnome just followed me. Okay, gnome. Relax. Chill out. Here, what do you think of these gnomes? We got a gnome and a deep gnome. Just for you. We also have versions where they're gonna have full beards. And maybe some pointy hats, but we'll see about that. Tentatively. Oh, my avatar covers a deep gnome. Yeah, here, one second, let me turn that off. I don't know. I don't think we have a pass on female gnomes. Wait, hold on. Gnomes already have that. Gnomes already have that in their idol, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty cool. Ugh. Oh, fuck. This guy needs a tail, doesn't he? Okay, that'll work for now. Alright, okay guys, for real, I'm gonna move this stream on to someone else. Who in the world wants my raid? Who wants my raid? I'm gonna browse the art channel and find a new person. There is so much. so much anime. I am surrounded, on the art channel, I am surrounded by a sea of anime. Alright, okay. Are there any people here that are not running anime? Oh, Brown, what's up? Sorry to say, but the stream is just ending. It is pretty late for me. So, I'm just trying to find someone to raid for on Twitch. And I can't find anybody. So, there's no one doing not lewd or anime, so. No worries, homie. Glad to say hey. Yeah. I just want to say thanks. I'm glad that you think that I'm doing good work. That's good. I like that. It's good. Yeah, it's adorable and cute and people love adorable and cute. Is this guy live? Doesn't look like he's alive. Damn, man. Fuck it. We could raid Novel. Sure is overwhelmingly influential. Oh yeah, sorry, you were talking about anime. Yeah, agree. Oh. Okay, we're gonna raid beat 'em up brawls. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again for joining. You guys are super awesome. This guy is one viewer. It's one of my favorite games. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll catch you guys later.